What is good, gamers? We are gaming, and I don't know who we play as today, but it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter at all. All that matters is that we disturb the status quo and we cause a little bit of tomfoolery, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of anarchy, if you would. Apparently we're playing as Junko this game. Shout out to Junko. I don't I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I guess what I'll talk about is Counter-Strike 2. When it came out, I'm sure there's record of it on this channel of me saying, I don't really care about Counter-Strike 2, which is still true, kind of. And what I am actually excited for is to get my grubby little hands on the Source 2 map editor. That's gonna be really fun because I'll leak my projects. It's not that secret. And if you watch these videos, these are like Patreon exclusives, except I don't have a Patreon. It's just, if you want to give me your time, here's your exclusive peek on the actual things that I'm doing and updates on life and how life is going and current events on occasion. But what I'm currently working on is I have... So, in Garry's Mod, if you're unaware of what Garry's Mod is, it's a... God, how do I even describe it? It's like a sandbox game where you kind of just do whatever. You download a bunch of mods. That's basically like what you're supposed to do in Garry's Mod. It's a version of Half-Life that's multiplayer, that's modded to fucking hell and back. And it's got, Steam Workshop, so you can upload and download whatever. And I was like, you know what? Let's see what Danganronpa content is on the workshop. So I went and explored all of the Danganronpa maps on Garry's Mod. The video is like an hour long. And deep in my brain, I'm thinking, you could weigh in on this as well if you want. Because I still haven't come up with a definitive conclusion of what I want to do. But when I think about it, an hour-long video... Imagine like just seeing an hour-long video from a channel that you're unfamiliar with. I would be like, oh my god, like relax, dude. I'm not watching all of this. I feel like hour-long videos only really work if the topic you're talking about is wildly interesting or relevant, or if you're an established person that like people know make good content. Like, if an hour-long video has 1 million views, I'm like, this is about to be a banger. But if I see an hour-long video with, like, 10 views, I'm like, I see why people are not watching this. So it's kind of like a give and take. So I'm thinking about maybe I'll split that up by each map. But also, like, I played all of them within the same day. So it is kind of all its own... story? It's not a story. There is no story. But it's all related and it's all relevant to one each other. Like, my experience on the Danganronpa 2 map carries over to the Danganronpa 3 map. Like, I feel the way I do about that map because of what I saw in Danganronpa 2. It's not like an isolated incident, I guess. So it makes sense for it to all be on one video, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be putting too much out there. Maybe I need to milk this for more. Like, I need to milk it for all that it's worth. I don't know. But, yeah. So, I'm working on making more bits. I showed some of the boys some of the bits. I think they're very funny. I think even if you don't give a rat's ass about Danganronpa, you'll still find them funny. And then if you do know, then it's extra funny. But yeah, I've been mapping in Garry's Mod my own self for this video, which is like, it's such an extra joke. But it's actually like, when I think about the fucking shitty Hammer editor, dude, this shit is like So Hammer is what you use to make maps for the Source engine, which is the engine that Half-Life is run on. So that's the game engine. So yeah, using the Hammer editor, it kind of sucks ass, and it's older than fucking dirt itself, but it's like so powerful, and like, you know, all things considered, it's pretty usable. So I really like it, and I'm excited for Source 2 to come out so I could have an updated editor and, like, you know, make cooler stuff. Not that anything I ever made was like any good at all. Like, it was all just memes and stuff. Like, I've made a couple Counter-Strike maps for funsies. I've made a Day of Defeat map, which nobody knows what that game is. I'm the only motherfucker on the planet that gives a shit about Day of Defeat, which is kind of hilarious. Other than, like, you know, people who are in their, like, 40s, like 40 and up. It's a very boomer shooter, which is, it has its, merits. One of them is that I'm way better than all of the boomers. That's a big merit for me. But yeah, I'm excited for that. It seems like Counter-Strike 2 is coming out soon. I don't think I will care about it that much, but, you know, the editor will be fun. I'm still just going to be playing, you know, the games that I have been. Apex, Slay the Spire, playing Yume Tuki occasionally. I do still need to figure out what new game I want to play, because League of Legends with the boys, listen, as much as I love the boys, League of Legends has to go. This shit has to go. Like, there is no solace to be found in a game of League of Legends. There is nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. You're not, like, I'm not learning. I'm not getting any better. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm an old dog. I'm not getting better. I don't have the strive to get better in League of Legends, bro. I don't care about this game. So, you gotta, like, fucking, I gotta play new games. I gotta challenge myself to play new games, like, Omori. Which, that being said, I'm watching an Omori playthrough at work. Very fun to watch. And, you know what? I think I'll make this video a double feature, because I didn't really want to upload the one from last week. I didn't really want to upload that one, because I talked about, like, AI shit, and I'm like, I don't really want to, like, have this be the video. I will like, I didn't have enough to talk about, like, for the whole video. But one thing I'm considering is downloading the AI voice shit so that I can make Danganronpa skits better. So I can, what's it called? So I could emulate, like, Danganronpa characters' voices. You know, in a perfect world, like, I would just, you know, cast or hire someone or just ask somebody to do it, because, like, you know, that's, like, the right thing to do. But, you know, I think for AI, I guess I'll just fucking talk about it. I'll just talk about how I feel about AI. I think AI is good in general, because, like, if you use it responsibly, which, you know, responsibly is the big key word here, you can use it as, like, you know, a way to help take the ideas that are in your head and bring them into reality. Like, you can use it as, like, a creative, I don't know, like bridge. So, like, if you were thinking, okay, you know, let's come up with an outfit idea for my character. I'm just picking this because it's relevant to my real life situation. That's what I'm going through, is I'm trying to I'm talking to an artist, and she's designing a character outfit for my original character, which is dope, and we love that, and we love her. She's great. But yeah, okay. So let's say, you know, you could just be like, hey, you know, make an outfit that is, you know, it's very sophisticated, make it masculine, give it some bows, give it some bullshit, and then it'll generate an image that's like, okay, you know, here's a good groundwork. We can build on top of this, you know. show this to like an artist and be like, hey, can you turn this AI thing into like a real thing? And then they'd be like, yeah, sure. Or actually, I don't really know how an artist would respond to an inquiry like that, but you know, just as an example. Another example that I had the idea of was AI generating like D&D characters, because, you know, that's a private thing. Like, you know, it's not like you're monetizing that or anything. Like, you can just AI generate like, hey, here's what the barkeeper looks like, here's an image for a reference, or like, here's what the landscape of this nighttime forest looks like, just to get you like, just so everyone's kind of more aligned on what the scene is. Like, I think that's good for storytelling purposes as like a throwaway thing where it's like, okay, like this isn't gonna stick around. It's fine to just, you know, here's like a throwaway thing, because I'm not gonna, you know, as like the average working day man, you know, commissioning art for all of that is not worth it in my eyes. If I had more money, you know, I'd love to. And, you know, and if time wasn't of the essence, I mean, it's, you know, to say time is worth isn't of the essence is like, bro, what am I saying? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that your time is valuable, but you have more time than you think you do, which is something I need to remind myself. Like, I'd be trying to do the most for no reason. And it's like, dude, you're like in your 20s. Like, you're probably going to live till you're 80. Like, you've got a long ways to go, my guy. Like, just relax. Chill the fuck out. That's something that's a lesson that I've yet to learn. But yeah, you know, artists, you know, they take time to make art. So, you know, commissioning art for a lot of D&D stuff is not super feasible, as much as, you know, I'd love to do that if I had the money. Also, you know, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, because I am not really a D&D player, but that's just one of the ideas that I had for AI. But yeah, the root is, you know, there's so much like AI stuff, and I kind of want to include, I kind of want to buy the subscription to like the AI voice shit, just so I can make better skits, better Danganronpa skits, because I'm still just a little baby boy. Like, you know, it's not feasible for me to ask people to voice things for me. I'm also just not comfortable with that. I feel like, you know, on the internet, I could probably ask people like, hey, you want to like do something? Like, I could be like, we'll just use like Weeby News for an example. I could be like, yo, Weeby, you know, if you're not busy, would you want to play Danganronpa Jeopardy with me? And, you know, there's a chance that she would be like, yeah, sure, like that sounds fun. You know, I could turn that into a video, because like I feel like, you know, if I'm reaching out to her, I feel like it would be more reasonable for me to be like, hey, here's like this video idea I have, you know, I'll host it if you want to play in it, and then you can upload it, and that's your video, because like you're doing me a favor here. And like, you know, I'm sure there's a good amount of like people on the internet, like YouTubers, that would like be willing to do that, just because, you know, it sounds fun, you know, fuck it, why not? But like, I don't know, reaching out to people and asking them to do stuff is not a very comfortable thing to do. It's not something I'm comfortable with. That's why I want to have more clout. I need more clout so I can rope fucking YouTubers into doing my stupid ideas. That's so I can rope my friends into doing the shitty ideas I have and not feel bad about it, even though I know they don't really care. I just kind of feel bad asking the boys, like, you know, to do stuff. Like, doing the Valve Rap thing, the second Valve Rap, where Sean was the cameraman and Telly was, like, the background actor. That ended up being one of, like, my favorite videos that I've made. Same with the Batman video, which is it's very similar, where I was the cameraman and they were the actors. But, you know, just having them, you know, I don't know. I feel like that's such like a it just feels very self-centered to me. I didn't really like asking them to do it, even though I'm sure they did not care. It was just not something I was super comfortable with. So I kind of just want this YouTube shit to work out so I could be like, listen guys, I got 5,000 subscribers. This YouTube shit's popping off. Let's do fucking Dead by Daylight, but we hide for 3 hours and we waste all of the killer's time. Like, I don't know, dumb ideas like that. I feel like they'd be more willing to do it for the bit if there's like, you know, a bit that is going to be watched. I feel like, you know, if nobody's gonna watch it, they'd be like, meh, why bother? Even though that's probably not true, but that's kind of how I see things. I don't know. I don't know if the video would be done yet. I only had one in queue, and it was like almost 9 minutes, and we're at 16, so we'll just go to 18 minutes. Fuck it. Yeah. Damn. I should have just ended the video there. Damn. This was a bad idea. I need to go to bed earlier on the weekends. I stayed up till like 5 a.m. So you know, it's almost midnight right now, but I got so much in the tank. You know, I could go for hours. I need to like pop a melatonin or something. I need to get the juices like lower. We gotta lower the excitement level. But yeah, my sister's been going out on dates and shit, so she's not home as often. So that gives me more freedom to wild out and be ignorant like I am today. But yeah, that's I'm not really saying anything on this fucking video. Have I ever been saying anything of any worth in these? I don't know. But yeah, we're over our allotted time, so that's a wrap. We only have 2 more episodes left, and then we're into big boy content. And then after the 2 big videos, I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you later. Bye.